Question 14. A straight line has equation 4x minus 3y plus 19 equals 0, and we have to find the gradient of the line. So we want this in the form of y equals mx plus c, and this m gives us the gradient. So we have to get it into this form. So let's start with 4x minus 3y plus 19 is 0. Now we can take away 19 from both sides. And then what I want to do is, we want the coefficient of y to be positive, so we can multiply through by minus 1. So this plus 4x becomes a minus 4x. The minus 3y becomes a plus 3y. And instead of minus 19, we get 19. I can write this as 3y minus 4x equals 19. I then want to add 4x to both sides to get y on its own. And the 3 is multiplying the y, so we have to divide through the entire thing by 3. So 4 becomes 4/3 x plus 19 over 3. Now we have this in the required form, and if you compare that to this, we get the gradient is 4/3. Now what we want to do is we have to find algebraically the point of intersection between this line and the line with equation 3x minus 2y equals minus 11. So you could solve these as simultaneous equations by getting the two equations, then scaling. But I'm going to show you an easier method to do this. I'm going to do something that's a bit easier. Now we know that y equals 4/3 x. Plus 19 over 3. And we also know that the equation is 3x minus 2y equals minus 11. What we can do is we can substitute for y, and into y we can substitute the expression in terms of x and solve an equation in x. So if we multiply y equals 4/3 x plus 19 over 3, we get 2y is 8/3 x plus 38 over 3. And we can then plug this in. Remember, we have to plug in for minus 2y instead of y. So we then plug in for the 2y. Make sure to put this negative. So let's substitute in to get an equation in just x. Three x minus 8/3. Well, 3 is 9/3 minus 8/3 is just 1/3 x. And we've got 3 against 9 over 3. Then we have to watch the signs, and we take away this plus 38 over 3. So it's a minus 38 over 3. And we're going to write this as minus 33 over 3. We can then multiply the equation through by 3. So 1/3 x multiplied by 3 is x. Multiply by 3 is 38. And minus 33. Adding 38 to both sides gives you 5. And we can then plug this into any of the two equations. Remember, this equation is just a modified version of the equation in A, because we rearranged it to find it in the form y equals, bless me, mx plus c. So I think this method I've done is the easier method of solving these. Bless me. So 3x minus 2y is minus 11. I want to substitute the 5 for x. We get 15 minus 2y is minus 11. Adding 2y to both sides means we cancel it out of the left hand side, and we get 2y minus 11. If we add 11 to both sides, we get 26 equals 2y, but we can swap the sides because it's an equation. So let's make 26. 2y equals 26, and y is 13. So the intersection is given by those values of x and y. So let's just write the intersection as the point 5, 13, and that's us finished. So I hope you found this video useful, and best of luck with the studying. Thank you for watching.